why is gas $5 a gallon? And like, why do I have to pay rent? And why is rent so high? And why do I have to drive my car and get the gas that I have to get to go to the job that I have to pay for rent? Why do I have to do all of that stuff? And why are you making it so fucking expensive to do it? I don't even want to get out and pump my gas. It feels like getting out and just knowing someone's gonna fucking stab you. Why would you get out?
Crazy. It's crazy.
This is beginning. This is the beginning of life.
This is crazy.
What am I supposed to do forever? I have to get a fucking horse.
Try. This is crazy, man.
It's time to speak up. Well, it appears the joke's on me. It appears I have been the biggest fool alive.
Oh.
You see, before the last couple of days, I knew that there was a segment of MAGA who just hated, who just wanted to burn the world down, and they don't care who they hurt. In the meantime, I knew there was that section. But I really, really thought that most of MAGA just didn't get it. I really thought they just didn't understand. They didn't understand economics because it's complicated. They hadn't studied Project 2025, so they didn't know what was coming. But I really thought when he got in there and started doing the things that hurt so many people, that they would realize and that they would. But they don't care. Y'all have been telling me this for 2 months, and I kept saying, we just have to explain it to them. We just have.
We told you.
Now, I know there are a few. And I thank you guys. You make it worth sticking with this. But over the last couple of days, I have realized that the majority of Republicans do not care how many people are hurt. And they are exactly what Palpatine said. They're the ones he was talking about when he said he could unalive someone in public and they would still vote for him. I thought they just wanted lower egg prices. I thought they were struggling in the economy and it was hard and they wanted their lives to be easier, and they listened to that. And that's why they voted for him. But they don't care. They literally don't care how many other people in this world are hurt. See, the difference is I'm willing to pay more for my eggs. If it means no one in my country goes hungry tonight, I am willing to pay more for my eggs. If it means everybody can have an egg. But they really don't care. And I am heartbroken that so many in my country don't care. That so many won't go love their neighbor. But I want to thank those of you who are. You're the ones keeping me going. Go love your neighbor.
It's almost like 145 now to fill her up.
In the old days, it was down to $90 to fill my truck. That was pretty good. Now 160. I don't get it.
So nice. We're just trying to get out of the city and just a little less money in the wallet for other things to do when we get there.
They take about 1,000 liters to fill, so when you go around and you can look at the pump prices, $2 a liter for diesel, it's a couple $1,000s per truck to fill them up.
Inevitably, it trickles down to the marketplace. Cost of goods will go up because of increases. Everything in Ontario, not only heavy construction, but everything in Ontario gets delivered by truck.
They're making the price of gas at any particular station part of their refueling decision and part of how they're managing their budgets.
We chose to go plug-in hybrid for the specific reason because the prices were too high.
Let's pause here for a while. Now, can we be honest with each other for a minute? People didn't just vote for a person. They voted for a promise. They voted believing that life would be easier. Lower gas price, lower grocery bill, more money in their pocket. Now, look at what people are saying. They are frustrated. They are angry. Some of them are wondering how they are supposed to keep paying for everyday life. And here's what I don't understand. When politicians talk tough about international conflicts, people cheer, but nobody talks about what comes next. Wars don't just stay on the television. They affect oil markets. They affect shipping. They affect business. And eventually, they affect the price you pay at that fucking pump. That's why I always say politics isn't about a football. It's not a football game. You're not cheering your favorite team. You are voting for policy that can eventually land on your own doorstep, can affect your own business. That's something every voter should think about when it comes to voting for someone. We keep saying this every time. And now look at what's going on. Price keeps going up every time. It keeps going up. Price has literally doubled. It has doubled in price. We say this every time and you guys will not listen. You guys will not hear us out. And this is becoming so crazy. But let's continue.
I work in finance, and this is my honest prediction of what's going to happen in the next couple months. With oil prices still elevated throughout summer, I think you're going to start to see that inflation start to be a little sticky as we get into the back half of the year. You're going to see retailers start taking price because they were waiting to see where the war was going, but now they know that this might be a long-term thing. So they're no longer going to eat that additional cost that's coming from these higher commodity prices. Additionally, as we get into the winter, my concern is now natural gas. You see, we use natural gas to warm our houses, okay? And natural gas was a big deal at the start of the war. A number of very important natural gas facilities were blown up in the early parts of the war. Now, at that moment in time, we weren't using natural gas because the weather was getting a little warm. But now that supply crunch is going to be felt as the weather starts to get cold. Not only are you going to have high persistent inflation into Christmas season, Black Friday season, but now you're going to have high energy costs in your home and high energy costs
at the fucking pump.
These dynamics are going to lead to a slowing economy and inevitably a recession at the end of this year to the start of next year if there is no improvement in this war.
There is no improvement in the war.
It's just getting worse.
There is no improvement.
Month after month.
There is no improvement in the fucking war. There is no improvement in this fucking war. There is no improvement in this fucking war. You ask Trump, where is the war going to? Where is it heading to? What progress are we making? You say, oh, Iranians are losing their power. Iranians are losing their this. They can no longer fight back. That's bullshit. Iranians keep telling you, come. And you keep wasting our money for a foolish war. And America money keeps going. Price of things keep increasing.
And then on gas prices, how much longer will Americans continue to see these high gas prices?
They're not very high. If you look at
not very high
to be in order to get rid of a nuclear weapon, with the danger that entails. So the gas prices have come down very much over the last.
$4 a gallon still.
I know, you know, and that's what ABC says. But the fact
that is not what ABC said. Oh my God, that is what the pump says. What the fuck? That is what the pump says. Not what anybody's saying. That's what happens. Go out and see for yourself, Mr. Billionaire.
The fact is that if you look at the stock market's up, everything's doing really well. And the big thing we have to do is we have to make sure that Iran does not have a nuclear weapon.
$5. Y'all, this gas is ridiculous, y'all. It is almost $5 for some fucking regular gas. What the fuck? I feel like these jobs need to pay a little more because the economy getting more expensive. And it's crazy. $4 or $5 for some gas is crazy.
Crazy of all of these things is that people keep saying, I didn't think it would affect me. That statements keep coming up every time. Every time I hear it, I ask myself, why? Why would you think it will not affect you? Government decision does not stay in Washington, bro. If energy price increases, transport increases, everything becomes more expensive. Business pay more to move products. Store pays more. Consumer pays more. It's all connected. Now, people argue over who's responsible, and that's a fair debate. I'm not saying let's not argue that, because that one is one thing we can debate. It's not something to even debate, honestly. But when America start to worry about what is not supposed to be worried about, it becomes crazy. We're supposed to be worried about whether we can afford gas or not. That is the real problem. This is not about saying a Democrat is talking or a Republican is talking. That people trying to survive. And these people's voice deserves to be fucking heard. Our voice deserves to be heard. That's fucking crazy. You said this many times.
$5 is 1 gallon. 1 gallon, bro. Can we get it together? Can we truly, honestly get it the together?
Yo, Trump, we get it. I gotta go to work next week. I can't do this.
This economy is set up for people to fail.
It's set up for people to
Prices
fail.
are high as hell. Food is high.
This is why I get pissed off. Pump stops at 150. I'm not even at 3/4 of a tank. And here's the reason why. Because it's $5.50 for a gallon of freaking diesel.
$75 to fill my gas tank. $75. And I have to do it once a week.
Gas is $4.50 here in Kentucky, y'all. $4.50, and I'm in Lexington. I'm about to bring out the horse and wagon again. I can't keep doing this!
And you're expected to manage and be able to keep up. There's got to be a way that this system has to work better, because this is getting ridiculous.
The reason we're paying this much is because Donald Trump started a war. Someone said, how long will gas prices be high? He goes, for a little while, but it's okay. It's, it's okay. It's worth it. Is it worth it? Tell me, is it?
That's why it's so disgusting. Tell me how it is worth it. That's why this is so disgusting to every iota, that you believe this is worth it. It's just for a little while. Oh, the price is coming down. This is what the ABC is saying. The news is saying that. But the real price is not right. What the fuck? Go check the pump and see what the real price is saying, man.
Donald. Oh, Donald, tell me, is it worth it? It's not.
Are you concerned, Mr. President, about the latest inflation number which came out this morning? Could that be a
No, I love it. The numbers were great. You know what I really love? I love the inflation. You know why? Because as soon as this war is over,
Oh my God.
you know, I can say it now. Something you didn't know. Do you know we've been taking out millions of barrels of oil? Nobody knows it. You know who doesn't know about it? Iran.
Iran, obviously. Everybody knows, but Iran doesn't. So because Iran will not know, because what? Iranians are not wise. So you've been taking out barrels of oil and nobody knows. Oh, it's top secret. And you, Mr. President, you're speaking it out. You're saying it for everybody. Like, make it make sense. How does it make sense that, oh, you have been taking oil, millions of barrels of oil, and Iran is just okay? Oh, they're taking, we are not sure. Tell me. How is it that you taking it out and price are changing and nobody's knowing the price is changing? Nobody's knowing. Iran is suddenly ignorant. Okay?
Until right now. We took out the other night 22 ships late at night with no lights.
Whoa.
Because they don't have any radar, because we
No lights.
the crap out of it. We took out
Oh.
$85 a barrel. I mean, you take a look.
It takes light to know a radar. It takes light. So for a radar to work, it takes light.
We hit the best economy we've ever had. And I said to my people, I had Scott, I had Howard, I had Pete, I had all of them. I had Todd in the room. I said, the one thing we have to do now.
Okay.
We had just hit the highest stock market in history. Highest 401ks in history. Everything was going well. And I said, I hate to do this to you guys, but Iran's going to have a nuclear weapon very soon.
Wow.
We have to go and attack. So we hit them with the B-2 bombers, which took a lot of courage. It was totally successful. We buried it, very hard to get. But now we had to make the second move. And I said, you know, the bad part is the stock market will go down by a lot based on predictions of experts, like 25%. And it was worth it. To me, it was worth it not to have a nuclear weapon.
Trump, I want to thank you for the high prices of gas. It's $4.19 in South Florida today. I'm in Delray right now, and it's $4.19 at this station. Gas has increased $1 a gallon or more, all because of this unnecessary war that you've gotten us into in Iran. And you don't even know why we're fighting. Once it's nuclear weapons, then it's regime change, then it's this, then it's that. I thought you destroyed all the nuclear weapons in Europe back in June. What happened to that? What happened to that story? You know, you tell us one story after another story after another story, and you don't even remember which story you've told us. You've told us.
I thought he did. I mean,
really? We didn't vote for this. I didn't vote for you ever. And MAGA didn't vote for war either. And war is not helping anybody. But you did make the one comment today that the United States is the largest oil producer in the country, in the world, and that we're making money. Yeah, you and your oil buddies are making money. The billionaires are making money off the backs of the American people, just like your tariffs.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I've been cracking up,
man. You have to do with this war and these gas prices, and this is just the beginning. It's not the end. Whatever Donald Trump tells you, it's not the end. Just watch. $4.19 a gallon, Donald Trump. Thank you for the high prices of gas. $4.19, South Florida.
He says gas is still cheaper than 2022 Democrats in power. Well, let's look at the information. When Biden left office, the day he left office, according to the internet, it was $3.11 a gallon. July 25th, according to the internet, gas is $4.11 average per gallon of regular gas. 37% increase in gas prices
look at it,
from
girl.
Biden to Trump. Please fact check me. In addition, it's going to get much worse because the Iran war is full-scale escalation. Make sure you get gas today. It will be going up. And also, when gas prices go up, so does food, clothing, and everything else. Don't forget, we also now have tariffs again that Trump has imposed, even though the Supreme Court, the law of our land, said it's illegal. Why should a president listen to the law of the United States, right? I mean, silly me.
Why I don't believe anybody should treat politicians as celebrity. Really, question them, challenge them, hold them accountable. Because once an election is over, it's not politician that is filling your tank. It is you. You'll be the one to suffer it. They are not going to stand in the line worrying about paying bills. You are the one that will worry about it. If leaders make promises, they should be judged by results, not by campaign speeches, not by social media posts, but by the results they produce. And if people who support those promises are now saying life has become harder, then maybe it's time to stop arguing with party labor and start asking whether America are better off. Ask those kind of questions, man. Ask.
But anyways, I digress.
Ask.
He's just put tariffs on everything. So now prices are going to go up. The U.S. importers will pay the tariff. They'll pass the costs on to you. They will eventually get a refund like they're getting now. You would have paid 90% of the tariffs, so get ready for sky-high inflation, sky-high gas prices. And let me just remind you, we had a pandemic when Trump left office. And Biden got inflation down. It was 2.9%. Now it's 4.2%.
Trump said he liked inflation.
Biden,
remember,
who had to deal with a 100-year worldwide
Trump
pandemic,
likes
to a president who has on his own put on tariffs, on his own attacked another country, on his own who has bad economic policy because he's gone bankrupt 6 times, is really like comparing apples with oranges. Do you agree? Hi, my name's Christina. I have a master's degree in business, a degree in accounting. This guy probably went to high school 50 years ago. But please, I always ask everyone to verify information is readily available.
The fuck? Why is gas still $500, $600, $800?
Crazy.
Guess what? I just spent $129 on gas.
Damn, 129.
Premium Supreme. Did I go to the gas station to spend $129? No. I actually went there to put $40 on a tank. A nice $40. But I got distracted.
Damn.
I was reading my book.
Damn.
We're currently reading the product plan. And
My God.
Next thing I know, I heard that click. I was like, I was scared to look at the meter thing. I took a glance. That thing said $129.
Oh my God.
Because the fuck? Why is gas still $500, $600, $800?
It'll end soon, very soon. And when it ends, your gasoline prices will go down lower than they were before.
Oh.
I left Iowa a few months ago, and gasoline was at $1.85 a gallon. And we'll be hitting numbers like that again.
I just paid $51.98 to fill up my entire gas tank. 51 USD. I'm about to start riding dick to work.
You're going to see prices dropping on gasoline like you've never seen.
The price of gas is soaring once again as fighting between the United States and Iran intensifies.
Gas is back above $4 a gallon. We're seeing prices rise across the country.
You're going to see oil prices plummet. They're going to come down.
Oil prices on the rise. Brent crude now up over $90
$6 a barrel. Gas up as well, now $4.02 a gallon, up pretty substantially over the last week.
As the situation abroad seems to be spiraling, Americans are paying the price here at home.
Gas is significantly higher than it was at the beginning of the war.
Just look at, before war, the average was 2.9, and now the average is 4.0. This is an average because it exceeds more than this. In some places, it's around $5. My God. Having watched this clip, at the end of the day, this isn't about Trump. It isn't about Democrats either. It's about accountability. Every administration should be questioned. Every leader should explain the consequence of that decision. It took us to war. Why? Because regular America don't have the luxury of getting policy wrong. If gas price rise, family feels it. Food price rise, family feels it. If business struggle, families feel it. These people in this clip aren't talking about political slogan. I hope you know. They're talking about paying bills, keeping their business alive, taking care of their family. One literally cried. That is why I always tell people, don't vote because someone makes you feel good. Vote because you believe their policy will actually improve your life. And if they don't, hold them accountable. No excuses. No blind fucking loyalty. Just hold them accountable. Move to their resignation or whatever you can do, but hold them fucking accountable. No loyalty to politicians. They do not deserve your loyalty. Don't vote because they make you feel good. Hold them for their words. Trump promised that he will not bring us to the war. He will reduce the gas of price. But what is happening now is gas price being reduced. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and drop your comments in the comment section. I'm reading your every comment. I reply to every comment. Every comment that is, just make sure you're dropping your comments because I will personally reply you. And like this video and subscribe.